It was a chilly October evening when Sarah decided to explore the abandoned, decaying mansion on the outskirts of town. The stories about the house had always sent shivers down her spine, but she was determined to prove to her friends that ghosts didn't exist. Armed with her trusty camera, she ventured into the dark unknown. The moon hung low in the sky, casting eerie shadows across the overgrown garden. As she cautiously entered the mansion, Sarah's footsteps echoed through the dilapidated halls. The creaking floorboards beneath her feet added to the suspense, and every sound seemed to be magnified in the oppressive silence. Sarah explored room after room, her camera capturing the eerie remnants of a forgotten time. Dusty old portraits stared back at her from the walls, their eyes seeming to follow her every move. The air grew heavier as she ventured deeper into the mansion, the atmosphere becoming increasingly unsettling. Finally, she reached the grand ballroom, a place rumored to be the epicenter of paranormal activity. Sarah set up her camera on a tripod, positioning it to capture the entire room. As she began filming, a shiver ran down her spine, but she shook it off, attributing it to the cold. Hours passed as Sarah sat in the dimly lit ballroom, recording every corner of the room. She was about to give up, convinced that the stories were nothing more than tales spun to frighten people. But just as she was about to turn off the camera, something caught her eye. In the corner of the frame, a faint, shadowy figure emerged. It was translucent and seemed to be wearing an old-fashioned gown. Sarah's heart raced as she stared at the ghostly figure. It appeared to glide across the ballroom floor, its form growing more distinct with each passing moment. The room grew colder, and the figure drew closer to the camera, its face slowly materializing. Sarah's hands trembled as she realized the ghostly presence was aware of her. The ghost's hollow eyes locked onto hers, and an eerie whisper filled the air, chilling her to the bone. She watched in terror as the apparition reached out towards her camera. The screen flickered, and the recording abruptly ended. Sarah's heart pounded in her chest as she fumbled to retrieve the camera. When she turned it back on, the ghostly figure was gone, leaving behind only an unsettling feeling of dread. Sarah rushed out of the mansion, vowing never to return. She couldn't explain what she had captured on camera that night, but one thing was certain. Ghosts were very real, and they were not to be trifled with. From that day on, Sarah's friends no longer doubted the existence of the supernatural, and the chilling footage she had captured on camera became a haunting reminder that some mysteries were better left unsolved.